Derek Lott is an executive leader who helps people and organizations build better systems for how they think, work, and relate to others. He is the author of A Speaker's Journey to the World Stage and Say It Well. As a member of Toastmasters, he is a 7-time district winner, and in 2025 finished the season 17-2, finishing top 8 in the world at the World Championship of Public Speaking. In his upcoming book, Applause: Creating a Courage Culture, Derek hopes to return to a world where everyone is seen, valued, and empowered to grow. He believes that when we show up fully for ourselves and each other, we don't just achieve more, we become better humans.
Welcome to the RJ Chapman Show. I can't believe it. It's a big day. I've got a great guest, a wonderful guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Lott. Good morning, Derek.
Hey, good morning, RJ. You can't believe it. I can't believe it. I have been watching some of the RJ Chapman Show on and off for a bit here. And I said, man, it'd be awesome to sit down with RJ, and here we are.
Oh, I'm so glad. I want to talk about the first time I met you. It was at conference, and I was a first-timer, and I made it all the way to whatever the final is, district level.
District, yeah.
And I went through the competition before that, and I'm winning, and I'm thinking, what's the big deal here? And I'm out, 40, 50 people. I get to conference, and it's packed. There's like 500 people. We're being mic'd up. You're there, and Will goes, "There's Derek Lott." I go, I went like Derek. I go, "Who's Derek Lott?" He goes, "You'll see."
That's funny.
And he'd gone up against you before and all that, and you went and did your speech, and it was something about a garbage disposal, watching YouTube, and you did it. And I went, "Oh my gosh, this is a whole different level." Derek, you're very good.
Thank you. I remember that day as well. And what impressed me about you is your ability to immerse yourself in whatever you're doing. Even in the show, every time I see you, you're a very immersive person. As an area director visiting clubs, you're all about the club, all about the people. And it impressed me to really think about what I'm doing, whether I'm speaking, whether I'm working, whatever I'm doing, to be present, to be immersive. When you look at people, RJ,
yeah,
you actually look at them.
I do.
You actually experience them. You experience the joy. When I went to the World Championship of Public Speaking, I visited 30 plus clubs all over Florida.
I know.
And before I was getting on a plane to head to Philadelphia, the last rehearsal was at North Jocks, Toastmasters.
He was so proud to have you.
And you were the evaluator.
I was.
And I finished the speech. It was really well. It went really well. I felt good about it.
Yeah.
And it was time. They said, next evaluating Derek Lott is RJ Chapman. And you stood up, and what you delivered next was something I will never forget.
Oh.
You said, Derek, this isn't time for an evaluation. You're getting ready to get on a plane and head to the World Championship of Public Speaking. And when you said that, something in me released.
Oh, good.
Because as you know, you get an evaluation, you're ready for, if you really focus on maybe there's a little more, you're like, Derek, that speech is amazing. You're amazing. We celebrate you. We applaud you.
I remember I said, it's not an evaluation, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
And I remember those words to this day, because I thought this would be ridiculous to say anything other than you're ready.
Oh, I appreciate it.
No,
I do.
I'm not lying to you. And did you see the club? I mean, I think your daughter cried. I think there was a tear when she heard that, because
it was emotional.
She knows the work you put into these things, because you put the work in. And I'll talk about the work a little bit, because you are leading the way for the rest of us to learn about how to really, really do this. That book you written, and I'll talk about it more later, but I'm highlighting and I'm bending the pages and I'm doing this and I'm that. I can't wait to see him, And then I read in there, highlight, bend the page, bend it up. I'm like, okay, Derek. But you're teaching us. You're not hiding anything. It's not like you're keeping the 4 secrets to yourself that makes you what you are. I think you've given it all to us in this book. Am I on track with that?
Absolutely. When I was on the World Championship stage, something happened to me. Again, it's an amazing year for me. It's a supernatural year.
Yeah.
Things were happening to me in 2025 that I had never experienced in my life. And when I went to the World Championship stage, I say it was like I walked into a new realm.
Wow.
It was as if I became part of the Justice League or the Avengers.
Nice.
It was the other champions were there. There were other finalists from previous years, and Luisa Montalvo was there, and she looked at all 8 finalists. And with the sparkle of affirmation in her eyes,
Nice.
she said, welcome.
Oh.
She said, welcome. You have made it.
She knows the road you traveled. Oh.
And when she did that, I was like, oh, this isn't about the trophy.
Right.
This isn't about winning. It's about becoming. What she was acknowledging is that you may not realize this, but you have become something.
Yes.
And that is worthy of applause. As I arrived to do this, I handed you a card.
Yes.
And that card is a movement towards what came from that championship stage. That book was birthed in 30 days. I left the stage on August 23rd, Saturday, August 23rd. September 23rd, I had that book in my hand. It didn't come from me, it came through me. The inspiration from that event, everything I learned.
Right.
I didn't win the top 3 spot.
Right.
I could have been bitter.
Yeah.
But after everything I had been exposed to, there was no loss to be had. It was only gain. There was only growth. There was only winning.
Right.
For all 8 of us to some degree. The question was, were you interested in the trophy, which was a big thing.
Sure.
But what's next is everything.
That's really good. And this is funny too. You went to the World Championship and you experienced all these new things that you never been to that whatever level before.
Absolutely.
And I thought, Derek, he's been there before. It's like it's probably his 3rd or 4th time going to this thing. and then somebody said, no, he's never got that far. And I went, oh. And we were all at Will's house. There was about 8 of us, and Will did the pay-per-view. I probably still owe him some money. But when we got to watch you and the other competitors, we were so proud. We were so proud of you. I thought you did a fantastic job. And like Will says, when I get to these levels and I don't place, he goes, well, you didn't place, but you didn't lose. And I thought that's really nice to say that because, it was a long journey. But
I have a different perspective. I think there's winning and losing. You have to put the L in the loss column. Unfortunately, you got to measure. However, to the point,
right.
If you learn something, if you take away something,
yes,
that means that the loss was turned into a lesson and therefore you grow. And there is your winning. So no one has to lose.
Right.
We can take the loss and learn from it and grow. And let's be honest, most of us grow more from the things we suffer than the things we champion.
I can't agree more because I have not won at the conference. But both times I learned so much each time that it's kind of scares me a little bit about, dang, are you ever going to learn enough to maybe win this dang thing? But then I run across you, and I run across Lisa Askew and Linda Sarkis, and that whole host of others. I can't name all you guys.
And Will Hayes, all of us in the Global Leaders Gang.
Oh my
We've got
gosh.
some amazing people and communicators. And with that said, what is the point?
Yes.
If you are in this competition, if you are participating in things because you are trying to achieve and perform, you're missing the point.
Right.
Speaking is a responsibility. When you take the stage, you have the audience's attention,
Yes.
which means you have their hearts, you have their minds, you have decisions that will be made because of something you may have said. It is not something to be taken lightly because you want to go up there and impress and wow and take a trophy home or be recognized. He's good. He's cool.
Right.
You may be the CEO of your speech, but you are speaking to your shareholders. And your shareholders demand a return on their investment.
And that's in the book too, and I love that in the book. I mean, but I will say this too: that and you went to Global Leaders, you started talking about those people; they're wonderful. And what gets me about all that is I'm really new to this. This is my second year, and I have been accepted. I have been accepted by all of you professionals, and I'm just so proud of that because it means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
You're my friend. And I haven't known you that long, but I love everything about how you go about your business. And I learned something new about you today. 3 or 4 things that I've logged in the back of my mind because this today is a learning experience for RJ Chapman and everybody who's watching. And we appreciate it. I got to tell you, this morning I'm driving to go get some muffins or something for the big event, and my phone goes off in the car. It's like 6:30, and it's Derek. I go, oh no, don't tell me, don't you? No. I just got to I have to get the address again. I'm like, okay. And you know what got me about that too? Is your voice and everybody's voice is different in the morning. You know, we're asleep. We got to get going. I'm like, is that really Derek Lott? I know his voice, but you didn't back out. I'm so glad.
Oh, no. I would have called you long before that. The excitement that I had was over the top and to the moon. So everything got blocked off my calendar. Work and everything else will start later in the day, but the opportunity to spend time with someone that would call you friend is more than anything. And we've got to be careful about that because we live in America, it's an individualistic society.
Right.
Your performance is driving a lot of your identity. So many of us, is somewhere in the neighborhood of 86% of us tie our identity to our work and our performance at work versus our relationships and our connections to the people in our lives. Think about that.
Yes.
And if we are not performing to an acceptable level, not only for ourselves, but for society at large, what do you think happens to our identity?
I think it goes away or it diminishes.
So think about that.
Yes.
I win. Hey, I feel great about myself. I lose. I feel bad about myself.
Right.
What are the odds that you're just going to win all the time? Well, I did go 17-2 last year, so I don't know. It's
17-2.
It's possible. But Michael Jordan's quote rings true for me. He said, I missed 9,000 shots in my career. I lost more than 300 games. 26 times they counted on me to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over and over in my life.
Right.
And therefore, I succeed.
Right.
And so he doesn't drive his identity by actually the winning or the losing. It's the work, the effort, the trying, the becoming someone. He wanted to be the greatest basketball player he could be.
Right.
And that's what he set out to do. And he felt he had a responsibility to his shareholders. He said, I'm going to play every game. If these people are going to go sit up in those stands, I'm going to give them a show.
Right.
I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to leave it. He would play half dead.
I know. Broken foot. Jeepers.
It was his desire to not only be the best basketball player, but to pay that back to his shareholders and say, hey, I know you are important to me. And I feel the same way. Toastmasters, pound for pound, the greatest investment for public speaking, community, and everything else. People will say, oh, you need to go be part of this or national speakers. I think that's great.
Sure.
But Toastmasters is focused on something far more important.
Yes.
Helping people find their voice. The people that have the fear of public speaking start in a Toastmasters club. Some people are stuttering. Some people have such severe glossophobia that their heart rate goes up, panic attack, and everything else. And you see them few years later standing on a stage.
It's remarkable. As a matter of fact, today we've got a Toastmaster. He's been at 1 month. His name is Dan McCumber, and I'm his mentor. And I made sure he knew how to do pathways. We're both big believers in pathways. And he took off, and I'm telling you, Derek, he's leaving. He's transferring from here. So he's going to go to another club. But he's really done well. He started off good. He's almost great. And so that transformation in such a short amount of time, because of the things Toastmasters requires you to do. And it really is the effort highway. You got to put the work in. This guy has put in the work quickly.
Yes.
I know you've put in the work. I put in the work because I'm very tenacious about this thing. And the more I learn, the more I read, the more I understand. There's a part in your book that's just phenomenal. And here it is for me. Videotape the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing that with Will, and we have learned so much about body language and the batting of the eye and the tilting of the head. I mean, I think I knew a lot of it before, but now I'm watching it match the words of the speaker. And I'm logging it away, baby. I'm logging it away. And I can't wait to speak and do the audience because I've turned the mirror now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you said that in there, but I think you've turned the mirror. And I never thought, I've watched myself before.
Sure.
I've been videotaped before. I watch it. Oh, boy, that was really something.
Yeah.
Now we have proof if it was something.
Exactly. And I can't take credit for that. It's something I learned, again, from being in Toastmasters. This is why I tell people, you don't have to pay me for anything. Freely I've received, freely I give.
Right.
Now, if you want to commandeer my time, we got to talk. Right? That's different. But what we've learned in Toastmasters belongs to the world. It isn't something you hoard and say, okay, now I got this. I'm going to go sell it and make some money. It's hey, we're all a community. And we're all a community of courageous people that are going after our goals, trying to become better people each and every day. Let's do that together. Let's not do that in isolation.
Right.
Because you cannot win without support and without good coaching, quite frankly. Your mentoring, that's coaching, that's helping someone. Everybody talks about, I don't know if I need that. Okay, let me just put that to rest.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, we call him the GOAT. We say 6-time NBA, 2-time 3-peat. He had a coach. Phil Jackson, the greatest coach of all time in the NBA.
Yep.
Okay. Tom Brady. Woo! Amazing.
Bill Belichick.
He had a coach.
Yep.
He had a coach. And it's amazing to me that we're going to go around in our lives isolated, alone. Get a coach, get a mentor, ask for help. Now, I'm preaching to myself because for years, I was caught up in this performance culture, isolated, doing better. I'll work harder. I'll try harder. I'll be better. All of these things. But it wasn't until I actually stepped into this realm of vulnerability, raising my hand, saying, I could use some help.
How long have you had coaches?
And now it's been about 8-9 years.
And how long have you been in Toastmasters?
About 11.
So 3 or 4 years, you're doing it alone. Gosh, and I will say something about this too. I'm loving this book. I'm telling you, look at it, it's all beat up. It's probably shaved 5 years off of my growth and brought me to a level so much quicker, so much faster. That I mean, it's an honor to hold it in my hands.
I appreciate that.
No, and I can't wait to finish. And I'm really proud of you for writing it and giving it to us because you can't. Well, I don't. I got to be honest with you. I don't read. It's rare. I mean, I think the last book I read was Blind Man's Bluff in 1991. But I got it, and I said, you know what? Before Derek comes, I'm going to read quite a bit of this, and I'm reading it going, okay, I can do better on that. I can work on this, and I'm just And then you say the coaching thing. I've always had Will. You know, I've always had Will. I've only been at it 2 years. I've always had Will. You got 2 amazing coaches, and you know, they put in the effort with you. I know they mean a lot to you, and you talk about them constantly.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I know both of them. And Will's put in the effort with me. And I got to ask you, I got to say it, and then I got to ask you something. I felt so bad that I didn't do better at the conference last year because of the work that Will put in.
Yeah.
You know, I felt so bad because he really, and did you feel bad or not placing?
No, I mean, here's the thing.
Right.
What is your objective?
Right.
So when you say winning, performance culture.
Yeah.
We feel bad because we didn't win.
Yeah.
Of course we do, because we're competitors, because we set an objective to win.
Right.
However, when you step back from it, there's like 35,000 people that are trying to win. And I've seen winners that don't move audiences, and the audience leaves the same way they showed up. And I see a quiet voice of someone that didn't place.
Right.
And people flock to them afterwards.
Isn't that
applauding their courage. And something that they said resonated with them and connected with them because of the vulnerability. Polish and precision is trumped by presence.
Yes.
I take the trophy. I'll take the growth.
Sure. And
I would imagine you would say I definitely grew. I didn't take a trophy, but I was 10 times better than I was when I walked into that room.
Right. And I was too. And you know, a lot of it was me, and I was kind of taken back because the things are big. I mean, they're just big. There's lights. They're brighter than normal. Your voice is coming out of something. Sure. But the more I do it, and the more we're around this kind of thing, I can't wait to get back in the arena because I'm the Area 11 director doing a below average job and get back in the competition again, because it's very exciting to watch people and listen to people and hear the story. And a couple of the speeches that I've done, because I've heard some of your speeches a couple of times, 3 or 4 times, you know, they can be resurrected. I can use them later.
Absolutely.
And that's what I was thinking about doing too.
Absolutely.
We'll just see what happens.
Because there's something on the inside of you that is longing to come out. We live from the inside out.
Yes.
And when you connect with your story, there are milestones, achievements, experiences, ups and downs. And when you tap into that, you begin to find the humanity in it.
Yes.
And that humanity is what connects with your audience. We don't have the same circumstances.
Right.
We come from different backgrounds, different places, but we do know heartbreak.
Yes, we do.
We do know humiliation. Mm-hmm. We do know being rejected. Mm-hmm. We know what that's like.
Sure.
And the commonality of our humanity is where we both share our stories. And those stories help us liberate the audience to share their story.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many people suffer because they don't have a platform to get that story out.
Exactly.
And in telling those stories, we give other people permission to share their story.
It's funny you talk about that, because I'm going to my life. I'm thinking about my life. I'm thinking about my circumstances and all those things that you talk about. Okay. And you're right. I've got to get it out, and because they have the same thing in their lives. It's just a different story.
Absolutely.
But we've all had the heartbreak, the achievements, the good things, the bad things, the sad things. Mm-hmm. It's very cool. It's very exciting.
When you go through things, it's very easy to feel like I'm the only one. You lose a job. You go through a difficult circumstance.
Second successful marriage.
You go through things in life and you feel like you're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're able to expose a little bit of that soft underbelly, I love analogies.
I like it
about
too.
A turtle. If you think about a turtle, the turtle has a hard shell, but underneath, the soft underbelly.
Mm-hmm.
And what does a turtle do? He walks like this so he can shut down and protect that soft underbelly if some danger comes.
Yeah.
The problem is if I kick him over on his back, fully exposed.
And can't flip over.
However, if one turtle would get out of this an individualistic kind of thing and collaborate with another turtle and create a 360-degree hard shell, if danger comes, all he's going to do is roll.
Nice.
And that's what we need to really think about in life is, am I out here totally exposed with like this?
Right.
Soft underbite.
Right.
And nobody's protecting me. Nobody's coming to my aid.
Yeah.
Nobody's there. And that's what I've had to learn the hard way because it only further pushes you into retreat. It's like, no. Let's get together. If you ever think, I'm sure in your service, together, better together, stronger together.
Yeah, it's great. We're all on the same team and trying to do the same thing, and that doesn't have to be painful. But I will say, when you talk about telling our story, going there, they've all had the same story or similar, but then there's this other level about it. To me, there's this third piece, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm trying to put my finger on it, but we've all experienced this, but can you go a little bit further? Can you go a little bit deeper about what happened or how it changed you and still get them to go, there is a third part.